Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 6. Alright.
So many sixes.
Yes, yes.
What
And
possibly
Chapter
will happen
6
this
has a
episode?
notorious reputation for being a dangerous episode. Yes, yes. Or at least the
Rather
build-up towards
grim
dangerous stuff, yes.
Episode, maybe?
Oh,
Possibly.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, whatever is locked up in the cellar underneath Brunswick Farms. That's something that needs a little bit of attention.
It does indeed.
Yeah, specifically with this whole thing of Weiss and Yang being like, I'm so tired.
It's
We've got some horror, creepy stuff in store for us. Specifically, though, Neo is back. That whole thing's happened.
Yep.
Hilarious and awesome all at the same time.
Absolutely.
And we've got kind of the Team RWBY at their low point with this whole thing.
So lots of good character interactions.
Yeah, trying to keep Crow out of the bar.
Yeah.
Whole lot of things there. There was a cool fan theory going around the interwebs about how Brunswick Farms could also be essentially a connection to Torchwick. Given that the kids in the picture were very similar looking to at least Roman.
And they did focus on that picture.
Potentially Neo. So that could be something interesting they bring up here. But yeah, I think that's more of just a fun.
Right. If it does happen, I mean,
yeah, totally.
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to that.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, this is awesome. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh, so fluid.
This reminds me of Mech Warrior.
Oh, that looks
January
cool.
26th.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
The design for that mech looked very similar to like Full Metal Panic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I gotta admit, I haven't seen any of the mech stuff of Full Metal Panic. I've seen only
just Famofu. Yeah.
Famofu.
Well, and I could be wrong because it was a long time ago that I actually watched like the stuff with mechs because I haven't seen that new season.
But we've got a dream to grasp. No, we cannot wait.
Yeah,
this would be the perfect time to bring up the Silver Eyes.
I mean, they went straight from Maria, zoom in on the goggles.
It's kind of in a way something that I think is just a bit too on the nose with Maria being a silver-eyed warrior or like an ex-silver-eyed warrior. But it makes sense, she's brought into the story at this time. But as we discussed in the last episode, I think if we end up with any kind of Grimm situation, this is the perfect opportunity for Silver Eye stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love this sequence, it's so amazing.
Squad!
Yep.
Keep moving forward. Oh! That sets the tone.
Yeah, just a bit. Ruby's not near everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
That look from Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, they were up at like...
Storm's cleared up for now.
Put the bottle there.
Oh, good. Yeah.
That's good.
No. I don't have a good feeling about this place.
Yeah, I don't think any of us do, Crow.
Especially with me around.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Huh.
Sure. Tell everyone to get some sleep. I'll wake you guys up just before sunrise.
Okay.
It's
like
diary.
The head of this household, Bartleby.
Bartleby.
Apparently, he and several other families founded this little settlement to try and live on their own. It sounds like it worked. At least, for a spell.
Okay.
Grimm,
Just one of many hardships.
Oh, okay.
Slowed down their farming, made everything harder. It's a shame, really. He seemed like quite the ambitious fellow. Always thinking of new schemes to overcome the odds.
Hey guys. Crow said we should get some sleep. We're gonna head out early tomorrow.
That does kind of sound like Torchwick.
Yeah, like maybe it was his dad or something.
Yeah.
Left the family farm.
The last thing you'll catch me doing is letting some kid tell me what to do. Get to bed.
Maria Calavera, I love you so much. She's probably gonna be the only reason any of them are like alive is that she stayed awake the whole night. Watching over them.
Because if this is something where they just can't go to sleep, like, what did they do?
Okay, looks fine. Looks good. Oh, and he didn't wake them up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ruby. All right.
Yeah, having only one person take watch the whole night and have that be the drinker, probably not a good idea.
Probably not a good idea.
Close the window.
Aw.
Cake Butler, it's too early.
Uncle Crow. Come on, get up.
There were multiple bottles there, weren't there?
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Oh, we overslept.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Okay. Good job, Ruby.
That was awesome.
Oh, right.
Is this gonna shake Crow out of it?
Oh, she softened up. Oh.
You know, you can talk to me about stuff. Yang too.
Dang.
Let's just get out of here.
Either they slept for 12 hours or that clock is broken in the background. Either way is really creepy. Oh, what?
There.
Oh.
Can we just
Wait,
go back to bed?
Yeah, that's
She
genius.
soldered with her dust?
Yeah.
I love
Wanna
it.
make it?
That's awesome.
Not really.
Oh, everyone's got the tired, like, you know, lazy.
Yeah.
You guys got the bike ready?
Well, it's done now, so let's hook this thing up and...
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
Come on.
You people are just beacons for bad luck, aren't you?
Wow.
You have no idea.
She's just dropping truth bombs, but she doesn't realize that.
Crow, you're already
I'm starting to think
drinking?
the
It's
universe
like
just
you
doesn't
just
want
woke
us getting
up.
to Atlas.
Yeah.
It's just a flat tire. I'm sure there's a spare.
It's not just that. It's everything. Storms, crashes, monsters. I'm so tired.
Me too. It feels like we're always having to fight to get by.
Yeah. But that's what we signed up for.
We signed up to try and save the world.
Oh, this is
Not
good.
just delay the inevitable.
Come on, Ruby. You're the
Last
leader. You can
night,
do
I-
this.
I couldn't stop thinking. Why are we even going to Atlas?
Wow.
Weiss, we have to.
Why?
The
Osmond hid the
voice.
relics behind giant doors under enormous schools.
Whoa.
But how long would it take Salem to find a lamp in the middle of
eyes
nowhere?
look-
Yeah,
off.
it looks like her pupils are dilated.
Grimm might...
They'd find it eventually, sure. But bury it or just throw it down the well, it would take years.
She's not
It
wrong.
might not even happen in our lifetime. But we could
But
be
this
done with
music
it
and everything in
now.
the background, this is so
Yeah.
terrifying. Come on, Ruby. No, 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 no. Oh, no. No, no, no. That shot. Is this even real? Like,
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's real. I'm just hoping this
I am...
this isn't like actual mind
Really?
control. or
there is something like that going on. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
No.
Ruby. Ruby,
Do
snap
not
out of
do
it.
that.
This is like the ring with
Yeah.
Mount Doom.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Don't cast it into the well. Okay, good.
All right.
Good.
Cool. Yeah.
And look at them! Look at them!
Yeah.
They don't even care!
It's okay.
You're like zombies.
No, there's something down there.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was looking at me.
Hey, it's okay. You just said you're tired. It was probably nothing.
Oh my
Now let's
gosh.
go.
No.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
We can't just
I mean,
leave. We have to go down there. We have to get the lamp back. Oh, what was I thinking?
All we have to do is fix this trailer. Hey, farm boy, check the shed for a spare.
I'm
Oh
not
my
leaving
gosh.
without the lamp.
There is some kind of like something
I'll
in
go
the
down with you.
air,
We'll
something.
go down together.
Fine. Get the stupid lamp. Oscar, fix a stupid tire.
Where are you going?
Where do you think?
Oh my god, Crow, come on.
Stupid.
Yeah. Okay.
I really like this like set.
It's really dark. I like. Yeah, it's
Maybe the
Very
current
scary
carried it
looking.
away.
current.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's metal, and that's like 2 inches of water.
Oh crap!
Water isn't exactly moving very fast either.
What is it? What is it? I did it, and my solution.
Come on,
Okay.
where is it?
Turn off your lights and just look for the glow.
Oh,
Not a bad idea.
not a bad idea. Yeah.
After all, Crescent Rose.
This
is a
sound
two-handed
is
weapon.
messing with me. That's been pointed out to me the other day. What? Why are they cutting back and forth?
Yeah.
Why are they cutting back and forth? No, don't
Okay.
trust it. Don't trust it.
Well, they need
Oh! Whoa! The
apathy.
oh my God, Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob.
All right.
Oh my
get
gosh.
That, get it and
And
go.
just go.
Just run. Run.
Yeah, here it is. Oh, it's a lot of them. Or is it all one? No, it's a
those
lot
look like
of them.
Separate ones, but
Oh.
go.
No, don't just stand there. Run.
You're Ruby. You're fast. Go.
What is it?
Yeah. It's a whole lot of nope.
Leave.
How about you nope out? Like,
Yeah, just go. You can just go back up the well.
What is this? My weapon feels heavy.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait,
get out of there.
Did she jump down the well? Ah! She jumped down the well.
Yeah.
Okay, totally confirmed now. She's a silver-eyed warrior. Like. Oh, dang.
This way.
They can't fight this. They can't fight
No,
this
they
at
just need to
all.
Get out. But why didn't they go up the well?
I have no idea.
I love the chase sequence and going through the tunnel. Like the shots are quite nice.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. There are a lot of them. Oh my God, there's a lot.
This turned into like a zombie survival chase game.
Yeah. At least they're slow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're trapped.
How many of them are there?
Wow.
I can't do this.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Wow, she's strong.
Yeah, she is a badass.
Oh, wow.
Exit.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, are they at the... Yeah, I think they're at the cellar.
Oh, the barrels, yeah.
Oh, come on.
No, Blake, no.
Get
No. No, this is not Daijoba. This is not
Maybe you
Daijoba.
should get angry?
The stingers and the sounds, oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yep, yep. Come on, Ruby. Silver eyes. Here we go.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Oh, yeah! Okay, okay.
Did it also, like...
I've got her! What just happened?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Just blow it open.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it can't destroy them, it can just stun them. Oh my god, not again. Come on, the cooldown on this ability is too dang small. This was D&D, it'd be like TPK. Oh!
Ruby,
Oh, I like this shot.
color are your eyes?
Oh!
Silver.
Oh! Here we go, here
So
we
she
go!
couldn't see
You
the
have
color
a
of the eyes
family?
before.
Friends?
What?
Don't think about them.
Whoa.
Think about the people who love you. Focus on the thought of them.
Whoa.
The way they make you feel.
Wow.
Life is beautiful. It is precious.
Whoa.
I love this. Whoa. This
And
is
it must.
this is like some Kreia stuff, but like
Protect.
good.
Yeah. Whoa. Ah! It put its hand there like, no, not again, please!
Did it destroy him?
I hear a fizzling sound. Oh, it got them, yeah! Oh!
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, we're out.
Cool. And then they're
We're back in
gonna
the
see
house?
Crow in here somewhere.
Called it. Wow.
Hey, get off.
That Crow, this is not the
What are
time.
you doing here?
Drag his drunk ass out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Not
That was Yang who initiated that! Yeah. It was Yang!
And I mean, Blake is probably faster than Yang with their semblance and everything. So
We have to go now.
Yes. Oh, Weiss! She's like, I'm burning this place down! Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Crow, would you like to see?
I'm being queen.
It's like, I may be the Ice Queen.
Yeah.
But I can dish out some serious burns when I want to as well.
Now we can leave.
Stop it.
You burned all the food, the shade, the rum.
Oh, they're not even phased by the fire. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's yo.
Yeah, it is nope this place out. You know what's crazy? They didn't stop those things. There's more of them out there, and they will move eventually. Like
Eventually, I mean,
Like-
they seemed pretty
like
slow.
Like they'll probably never encounter them again.
The
Probably
apathy.
not.
They're not strong or ferocious.
Oh.
They drain your will to go on.
Wait.
Bartleby's estate was hemorrhaging money towards the end. He wanted to cut costs on huntsman protection. But in order to do that, he needed everyone calm. Always.
Whoa.
She put two away from their pack. Hike back was miserable, but got the bastards in the cellar.
Oh my gosh.
Wife thinks I was out sealing the waterway entrance. I'll do it
Yo.
tomorrow. Tell her the truth once these things take the edge off of everyone. I'm tired.
The next page proves that he did. But
Dang.
not before the rest of the pack followed their missing pair all the way home. My guess is they made their way beneath the estate through the water tunnels that Bartleby sealed up the next morning.
Dang.
Bartleby's plan worked.
He was just a little too slow.
Yeah.
No one was angry or sad or scared.
Holy crap.
No one was anything.
Oh my god, that's like
And then
Serenity.
Yeah.
no one was
Straight up. Yeah, like
They just gave up on living.
Mm-hmm. Like, if that's not a reference, like...
Yeah, it's pretty dang close to a reference there. A good reference, by the way.
Sorry for what I said. About giving up.
Oh. It's okay, Weiss.
And then they show
Me
Yang.
too.
Mm-hmm.
We can't quit until the lamp is safe.
It's not your fault. It was those things.
I should have known. The signs were all there, but I'd never seen an entire settlement withered away like that. I suppose my mind just isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, about that.
About that, yeah.
How do you know so much about the Grimm? And in the tunnels, you knew exactly what to say to make me... to make my eyes do that.
Yeah.
How?
Well, isn't it obvious, girl? I had silver eyes.
There it is. There it is.
Had.
Oh, had. That's right. Had.
Yeah.
Had.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got no eyeballs underneath that ocular implant doohickey.
She's not doing that to hide her silver eyes.
No.
Because
she ain't got no eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
Oh.
I love it.
Sinewy and lean.
Cool.
Oh, and the long
So
arms.
spindly, yeah.
Yeah, like Slenderman and like no muscle tissue or anything. Just like, just kind of dragging itself, you know?
Dang.
Wow. Cool. Jeez, what an episode.
Yeah.
That was terrifying. Okay, that was a creepy episode. Well done. I gotta give props to the sound designer, editor, whatever that specific job is, because they killed it. They really killed it with setting the tone and the feel for this episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really well. Like they just did a fantastic job.
And like it's funny because they throughout all of it, like the whole idea of like some sort of mind-affecting thing that affects the party and the good guys, and they have to work around it, and and all that stuff. Like that's not anything new. We have the One Ring, we've got Loki's scepter, we've got the Horcruxes and things like that.
Yeah.
But with everything that they did for how the people were affected, it was something that was tied to their own weaknesses as people. It wasn't something that was just sort of brought out of like with
they weren't acting out of character.
Exactly.
They were in their own characterization, just pushed to the extreme with regards to their flaws.
Right. Because like with Avengers, when there's the whole scene with Loki's scepter and all that, one of the things that kind of always bothered me about that, and it's a movie, so they only have so much time to work with, but it felt like it was very abrupt and blunt, and that there were we didn't learn anything about the characters by seeing how they acted out in that moment. Like maybe, but like
we got one thing with Hulk where he was like, because you want to kill me, but you can't. I tried.
Yeah, exactly.
That was probably the one really good characterization.
And that was really good. I love that. I love that whole line that he gives there. But here they like the fact that they had Weiss talk about why are we even going to Atlas, and things like that. It's or Crow with the drinking, It's all stuff that's tied to their character, which is just really good to see. And then especially with Crow and the drinking, that's something that they can further like develop as an arc sort of moving forward.
Potentially, because this is something that directly affected RWBY in the episode, but it's also something that we should infer as having affected RWBY for a long time. Remember, RWBY was an innocent, hopeful, optimist girl, but she probably saw Uncle Crow with his little flask and was like, I like Crow when he's less with the flask and everything. And then Volume 3 happened. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little loud. RWBY Volume 3 happened. RWBY Volume 3, and RWBY lost her innocence a little bit. With, a little bit. And
everything that happened.
Everything that happened, And I think that because of that, there's a little bit of distrust and a little bit of jadedness that comes into this scene here where RWBY sees Uncle Crow and he said he would wake them all up. And he's her hero. He's her teacher. He's kind of her father figure as well.
Up till Maria came along, he was the one mentor figure. Like, I mean,
Yeah. And now he's kind of failing her. He's failing them. And you see that she doesn't blame him. She doesn't take it out on him.
Yeah.
She looks at the bottle and you see her hand quiver. I gotta say, the character animation in this volume has been spectacular with visual storytelling. We got so much inferred by just her like frustration being like put into this bottle, and then she chucks it at the wall to wake him up, obviously,
but also to just vent her frustration. Yeah,
basically go, this thing is
right. Because here's the thing: Crow's an alcoholic. He's a functioning alcoholic. Or at least maybe not this episode, but that's
for the most part.
But that's that's just something that's been happening, right? Whatever, right?
Yeah.
But there can be those points, and it might not just be points. It might be a bit more consistently veering in that direction of the functional alcoholic turning into the dysfunctional alcoholic.
Yes.
And I feel like this is something where it's another way for RWBY to be kind of forced to step into the leadership position, and maybe do it badly, sure, but it will definitely help her grow as a person. And you know how we say that the only ship we have for RWBY is RWBY with character development.
Yep.
So, I'm. It feels weird to say this, but I'm excited for Crow to get worse.
Right.
Because that will be very juicy from a storytelling perspective, and it will absolutely bring out a lot of good stuff with the characters,
and
good and bad.
Specifically RWBY.
But specifically RWBY with how they deal with something like that, and how RWBY shoulders the responsibility and everything.
And to add on to that, the cast has been building up. RWBY getting a little bit... going into a little bit of a darker place.
Yeah, I mean...
Eventually.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's going to go, like, really dark, necessarily.
No, she's not going to go, like, brooding edgelord.
No, but I do like the idea of RWBY at some point calling people out on their BS. Now, here's something that's also kind of funny in the way they could set that up. Maria Calavera will end up being a proper mentor figure for RWBY. Now, when I say proper, I mean every definition of the word proper. She's going to be stern. She's going to be dedicated. She's going to be focused. And she's going to give RWBY answers. Also, she's going to, I think, put a little bit more backbone in RWBY. And you know what's something that RWBY with a little bit of backbone could be?
Well, I mean, badass and awesome and amazing.
Yes, but also a leader who basically pulls up those that are dragging the group down.
Right. Yep.
Instead of trying to encourage them with just good words, which is useful sometimes. Sometimes you need to basically slap them out of it and go, hey, wake up. Remember who you are.
Exactly.
Don't you dare drag us all down with you.
There's a reason I like Iron Daddy as a character.
Iron Daddy has that for sure, but we just rarely get to see him leading. We just get to see him kind of just show up and be a badass.
Exactly. Most of the time, it's just stuff like what we got in Volume 4, which was
with Weiss at the
banquet.
That was that was so good,
so amazing,
so good.
And if we can see RWBY doing stuff like that, like my gosh,
within RWBY's characterization,
of course, yeah. Because very different people.
Yes,
but,
totally.
But this is the story of, I mean, all of the characters are growing, but RWBY is the main character, so,
Right.
Yeah.
So, good stuff there. Yeah. We had a really terrifying, amazing design for a new Grimm.
Yeah.
Let me say, this is the most genius Grimm they've designed thus far. Hands down, the dragon, who cares? Kevin, I'm sorry, you're big and cool, and you're very well designed and stuff.
The part that you played in the story was excellent and fantastic.
Knucklevi, sit down.
It's one of those things where the actual design for this Grimm with how it looked, not that impressive. It's cool, it's spindly and all that stuff, and it works, right?
Yeah.
But the main thing about this one is the design in the story, right?
Yes.
It plays a part with the overall themes of moving forward and stuff, which is fantastic.
Oh my god, yes.
Like
it keeps you from following Monty's missive.
Exactly.
Keep moving forward. How terrifying is that? It's so meta and fourth wall breaking. It's actually genius.
There were a lot of meta things this episode. When Maria's isn't it obvious? Like,
Yes.
like we know that you guys know already.
Yes,
but,
we just started laughing. We're like, oh my god, wow.
that was great.
Miles and Carrie are just like, well, duh. Like,
Yeah.
you watched the intro, didn't you?
Right.
She's a silver-eyed warrior.
But
She
then,
was.
but the fact, yeah. But
Yeah.
then with this Grimm, the idea that, because if you think about it, one of the problems with Grimm is making Grimm scary. And
Yes.
usually one of the problems with Grimm is that they aren't scary because they can always be beaten, and there's never any danger
Right.
really associated with them. But here, we had a Grimm that had a weapon they couldn't fight back against.
Yep.
They just could run away,
Yep.
right? And even then, to limited effect, right? And that's huge because it basically, one, it opens the lid on the Grimm a bit more of
Yeah.
what they can be and what they can do, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Now
just have to be tentacles and claws and teeth and
right.
stuff.
A Grimm can be any kind of monster now.
Right. Yeah.
Anything.
Like
And
we got
knew
the gas,
that.
and that was fantastic,
Right, and
But-
we knew that to some extent.
Yeah.
But you think about like what the Grimm have all done thus far, none of them have had basically magic powers.
Right, like this was straight up like D&D monster mechanic, recharge on a 5 or 6, like mind flayer, mind blast, conal effect, stunned and
Automatic stun,
right,
just
just
busted.
sorry, yeah, and that's
TPK. I was about to say that before we shifted over into Maria Calavera's light night vision thing. That was so cool. That was awesome.
Yeah. Because if they hadn't gotten that door, and I like the fact that they used the thing that we were terrified of as actually the thing that saves them in this episode.
Oh, sure.
Because we were like, oh, and
Right.
we were right to be terrified.
Mm-hmm.
But then they used that to save them, but if that hadn't shown up, like they were screwed.
Yep.
Why they didn't leave the well, I don't know. That's a question that we can leave for another time maybe.
But why they didn't what?
Why didn't they leave the well? Like when they were running, they turned off down another way, but it seemed like they could have just gone to the well and then like jumped out.
Now hold on. What it might have been, and this is kind of a funny thing, but it'd be very. I think it might be just that they were scared. And they just didn't think they could do it.
Or they were just too tired.
They were too tired. That's the best explanation, probably. But the other one is just like, I think Maria Calavera, I gotta say her name that way every single time, is the kind of person who can jump down the well and
But maybe not
break her
jump
leg,
up.
but not jump up. I'm sorry.
Well, they could have just had Blake toss down, her ribbon weapon and just be like, all right, hold on, and then just...
Blake tossed down?
Yeah.
She was already down there.
No, but they would be able to jump up, and then Blake could just... They could just helicopter, like...
Wall jump all the way up?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we've seen these
landing
video games.
strategies.
Yeah.
Their guns propel them, so they could just, all right, then they're out.
I do think the well was a bit narrow for something like that.
Well, what if they went straight up?
And
Or
also,
like-
here's the other problem. It's probably only that one person can go up at a time.
Maybe.
And then the others have to just sit there and wait.
Yeah, and then blast. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be the kind of thing where they'd want Blake to actually be the first one to go up. That way she can then lure it and pull them up. Just like, hold on.
Right.
Okay, I can sort of hold on.
Yeah.
But that would have been much less interesting.
Also, what's really cool about this is it wasn't just the, scream. This had a passive effect. Just
Yeah.
their presence was doing this.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of lore, world building things that actually gets unpacked this episode through the Brunswick Farms, Bartleby character utilizing Grimm to help humanity.
And the thing is,
that's so meta. The Grimm have a mechanic within one of their creature monsters that actually masks people somewhat from Grimm.
Right.
But it has a very also fatal
Mm-hmm.
DC that you have to keep passing, essentially.
Right.
Saving.
But the idea that it would have worked. Like
it would have
worked
worked
too well. It was like, it wasn't the problem that they administered like the wrong drug or something. It's that they administered too much.
They overdosed.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
He was too lazy. He was too tired to go and do the thing.
Because
of
being with the
So if he had just done that the same day,
right. Or if he had had someone else
go with
was
him,
a partner with him on that,
Yeah.
like they could have sealed it, and like he led them back, and then the other person sealed it that way, because
I think his one worry was that people would have drawn them away from the actual entrance underneath. So he needed to guarantee that they would actually follow him all the way. Because let's think about it. They cast their, thing. So he has to be just close enough to them that they'll follow him, but just far enough away that they won't catch him.
Right.
So he is probably giving a good 100 feet minimum on this kind of thing. And they're just kind of, following. But that would be really exhausting. And he describes it. He's like, the hike back or the trek back or whatever was tiresome, or was
to say the least. But I finally got the bastards in the cellar. But it's just, oh no, sorry, the other ones followed.
Yep.
Because you didn't do it the same day. The DM hits you for those long rests. But
holy
but,
crap!
Oh boy, that was cool. And the way they exposited about it was very clever. They kept it concise. They had the little bit at the beginning of her talking about it, and then the little bit at the end explaining it, and then the bits of her just reading the books, and then they would just have the random parts that were super big and legible so that we could read it and just that way.
And then the picture that was awesome, and it looked like someone who had the equivalent of charcoal pencils or something like that, just drawing whatever they could to describe it, and it's just wait, so you're just crazy, this Bartleby guy. And also the idea that, this might have been where Torchwick was from. Although the father that, does the schemes and stuff.
I get the feeling that was actually just foreshadowing for the fact that he ended up having a scheme with the Grimm.
Yes.
They could do something with Torchwick and them.
Right.
But I think that's less and less likely.
Yeah. There is the possibility that maybe what ended up happening is the adults were, affected the most. They got tired, and the kids were getting scared and freaked out.
Sure. Or there were some kids that were off at, wait, this is how it could have worked. What if, one of the questions they never really explain a lot of the time is, where do all these people learn how to fight? Because there's the actual academies.
The schools.
There's the schools, right? But then there's a bunch of people, among the bad guys or the White Fang or whatever, that didn't go to those schools. And it's, how was their training experiences?
Well, there's the thing. There's the 4 main schools. But there's schools like Signal.
Oh, yeah, right. There's plenty of
So there's
schools,
small schools, too.
That's right.
It's the difference between going to, a national school and going to, your uncle's school down the street that Crow just kind of, kids, all right. Today we're going to learn how to wield scythes.
So Crow is basically Onizuka from that standpoint because he's always drunk and stuff, so he can't actually land a job or keep a job at one of the bigger schools.
Well, but or it's that, he has so much work with Ozpin.
Sure.
That he can't be
just
a full-time teacher. Yeah, exactly.
But the idea that if Roman and Neo were from here, they could just have been off at school, and then they were going to come back and they see that everyone's dead.
That would be disturbing.
And I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, though, that conflicts with the whole thing of them releasing Grimm into kind of the whole...
Oh, sure. Because they'd have to get pretty far twisted from that to be like, hey, that terrible thing that happened to us as kids?
Right.
We're going to do that same thing on a mass scale to all kinds of other people.
Yeah. And potentially,
right,
danger the world. I do love the idea of, I can't afford to lose.
Right.
That is kind of interesting, but I think it's a fun theory. It's a fun theory about their origins. But guys, come on, Torchwick's dead.
But
let's move on.
One of my favorite lines from Torchwick's final moments that could have played into that always stood out to me is, I'll give you spirit, kid, but this is the real world. The real world is cold. The real world doesn't care about spirit. You want to be a hero, then play the part and die like every other huntsman in history.
Whoa.
It's like, that always communicated to me that there was some story there.
Who hurt you, Roman?
Yeah, a lot of bitterness there.
Right.
That we just weren't able to get into, which is why I love Roman.
Huntsmen were useless with my place.
Exactly.
They just went and died.
Yep.
Oh, I really like that. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, other big thing is Maria Calavera is Silver-Eyed
Officially,
Warrior,
yeah.
was a Silver-Eyed Warrior. Her eyes were probably ripped out by people like Hazel, which is crazy.
Maybe Hazel specifically.
Like,
which would make for a really
I can kind
cool
of see
interaction.
the, like, just, this is a bit graphic.
But Hazel just holding her by the throat and like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tyrion in the background just, like, cackling as he's like, I'm going to eat them. Like,
An eye for an eye.
well, yeah, I just find it really disgusting because on some level, here's the thing. They let her live.
Sure, because that's all they were after.
Well, but that's the point, though, is that Salem... Okay. Maria here, she was a warrior.
Correct.
Now, here's the other thing that we have kind of conflated a little bit with this people with silver eyes. Here, I'm going to separate the warrior from this people with silver eyes, is that there might have been a thing or a time when people had silver eyes, but it was so rare that, you know, you wouldn't necessarily have been a fighter at some point. So what could have happened is someone just... A rumor goes around that there's a lady in this town with silver eyes. And then just some guy comes along and he's like, oh... those silver eyes, they're really like gorgeous. And I have this really sick twisted view of somehow like someone, doesn't necessarily have to be Hazel, he could have just orchestrated it, someone like maybe even Tyrion or Hazel or whatever just comes in and is like, yeah, those are really cool, you know, silver eyes are quite, you know, rare and special. And they lure her out somewhere and then they just beat the crap out of her, tear out her eyes. That would be a nightmare. And then leave her alive alone out in the middle of nowhere, basically like, that is tell anyone that silver eyes are a curse. It like
it makes me think.
I
mentioned Kreia and how, you know, the whole thing, like, okay, if you haven't played Knights of the Old Republic 2, it's a great game.
It's a really
good
game.
Get it on Steam. They have the full updated remastered version with the fixed ending. It's fantastic. It has one of the best sort of gray, mysterious characters in there that's a mentor figure. Name's Kreia. She's fantastic.
She's blind.
Yeah. So I saw some connections here, but
when she puts her hands on Ruby's temples and starts like
sort of the
speaking into her mind,
which how that worked.
I don't think it was telepathic. I think it was ambiance and presentation.
And just like, you know, she's covering her ears so that she doesn't have to listen to the Grimm, but because of the vibrations through her body, she can still hear what Maria's saying or something, you know,
or whatever.
But I'm almost picturing Hazel coming up sort of Scion-like, and then
I mean, he is immune to pain.
Her down. I mean, stripped of her power, you know. I mean, not that they would have to do that. I don't think that's what it is at all. But that's just my own headcanon for, like, visualizing something that would probably be very scary and horrible.
Yeah, there's a very cool connection there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The crazy thing, like, I'm just kind of thinking ahead here.
Yeah.
Is, like, Maria Calavera is almost the perfect inserted replacement now for a Crow and Ozpin and basically the schools and everything, because she's this character that's had a life, had all this experience, but she jumped down a well.
She did.
Like,
I mean, she knew about that Grimm. Like,
I know, but the thing was, like, she did that.
Yeah.
So she's not necessarily defenseless.
Yeah.
And also, I see a very good just inference of her character telling and teaching Ruby so much beyond just the silver eyes bit, but actually like helping her grow as a character with regards to having, you know, just more, I don't know, just more gumption, more spine and stuff.
Oh yeah,
so,
for sure.
So yeah.
On a much simpler note, I just think it would be so cool if her little skull, like cane that she has, turns into like an old style shotgun, like double barreled thing that she just flips up and just goes all like Beverly Hillbillies
The
granny.
mouth and the skull just kind of goes.
Well, no, I'm just thinking like that's the part that she like braces against her shoulder.
Oh, really?
You know, and just
and the gun like telescopes out the like the foot part of the.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
It just sort of like you just see that it's actually hollow there, you know. Like,
right. It's like
there's an opening.
It's like Weiss is fighting something or whatever, and she goes over to Weiss and grabs one of those dust bullets out of her belt. She's just like, "Hey, what?" It's like
she puts it
no
in
butts!
the eye of the skull.
Yeah,
you know?
she like slots it in there. The gun telescopes out, and she just bang, bang, starts firing.
I just think that would be so cool because she's tiny. Like she's half the height of Ruby.
Yeah,
and Ruby's not tall. Like.
That's amazing. It's very true. And she's not even close to Oscar's height. No, Oscar's really short.
Yeah.
What else was really big this episode? The Bumblebee moment. Gotta say,
hand holding?
Just a little bit. Just saying, she didn't grab Ruby's hand. She didn't grab Weiss's hand. She grabbed Blake's hand. Whether or not they're teasing the shippers, or if they're basically saying. Yang in just the frightful, feared moment, the one thing that she grabbed a hold of was Blake. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying. Next episode, I'm thinking we're going to get some Silver Eye talk. Mm-hmm. We could eventually find out what's going on with Team Juniper. We could flash over to people like Cinder, Neo, or what have you.
Yeah.
But we might also, if Ruby separates from the group a little bit to talk with Maria Calavera. Mm-hmm. I could also see Blake and Yang separating a little bit from the group. And
to have some bonding time?
No, just having a little bit of a talk. Don't make it lewd. I'm just saying.
How lewd.
Just saying that we might have a conversation that's been a long time coming. And yeah, that could be pretty important. Other than that, now that I bring up Team Juniper, I am also thinking about Adam. They kept reminding us that Adam had a big scene in the first episode of this volume.
We haven't really seen him.
But he's only been like a ghost since then.
Uh-huh.
So did they forget about Adam? Or
I don't think so.
In the next episode, could he like attack maybe even Team Juniper or Team Ruby? Or we actually get proof that he is stalking them.
Yeah.
And that would work, especially if Yang and Blake separate from the group.
And then they have to... Yeah, and he's just waiting for the opportune
You never
moment.
split the party.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Adam's probably smart enough not to go after them all, but
With Crow there.
Well, yeah. But
and
also...
like 5,
But, okay, alright, so, one, I like the idea that they've waited till this long, because it's kind of like this thing of where Adam had this scene at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Now, this is maybe reading into it way too much, but it's the idea that Adam just isn't that important. Sorry, it's like, sorry, you want to steal the spotlight, you always want to be the main character, whatever, because you've got your katana and whatnot. But no, it's just you are not that important. But he's after them, Team RWBY.
Well, that's the thing. We don't 100% know that.
Well, we don't, but assuming he is, he would be after them. Along with Cinder and Neo.
Well, wait, what?
What? Okay.
Not in the group, though.
No, well, not yet.
Wait, what?
No, because here's the thing.
Okay, get this out.
Here's the thing.
What is this?
When you have multiple people, just all with a similar objective, because even though Adam's more after Blake and maybe Yang, and Cinder and Neo are after Ruby, it's still people in the same group. So this is more like the chase in Avatar. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking of.
Azula and Zuko don't team up,
but they could. No, because if they did, right? There would need to be some story reasons to actually make it work because they're not in the same location. And I don't think they would end up being in the same spot.
This hurts my coconut.
But if they did, the interactions alone would be amazing because all three of those characters would not get along. Like, not at all.
No, they wouldn't.
Because, here's the thing. Cinder and Adam are both so proud, they would constantly be causing trouble with each other. And Neo is probably the only sensible, responsible one of the three.
We don't even know what Neo's character is at this point, Jacob.
And she can't even talk. So can you imagine if the three of them were traveling together?
Oh my gosh.
And Neo is needing to basically educate or be the intermediary of conflict, the
diplomat,
exactly.
Oh my gosh,
she can't say anything. We could get with the
She's
character.
just like, she writes a note, gives it to Adam.
Like,
when Cinder says this, how does it make you feel? You know?
Well, yeah,
and
okay.
Adam just like starts like writing edge, anger, darkness. I hate Blake.
He just scribbles so hard it tears up the paper. No, but in all seriousness, with the character animation that they've been doing this volume, which has been amazing. Like the stuff that we got this episode, that bit with Weiss with the blanket last episode.
Burrito Weiss. You gotta watch. Hey, shameless shout out to Hammer Time Ruby's crack videos. You haven't seen the most recent one.
I haven't seen
yet.
it. No. Okay, I guess I need to.
Yeah.
But that could make for some really fun antics for these people, because the thing is that okay, and they're all badass in their own ways. Like that's a terrifying comp. Like team comp as far as combat goes.
I agree on the like we're making our little card game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there was a Neo Adam Cinder team with maybe one more person, I don't know, that would be pretty terrifying. But personalities and story problems and all that, there's no way it's gonna work.
Gold. That's the thing. That's what would make it so amazing.
I love the theory.
Like fan fiction people, write it. It needs to happen.
Or fan art it.
Yeah.
Fan art it.
Oh yeah.
With Neo as the leader, with her Torchwick hat being bent down to her, just going yada yada does it as they like argue in the background.
Or her just caught in between them as they're both shouting at each other, and she's just like,
or her like twitching as she's like, I'm going to kill them both. I find it more comical and a good chibi episode.
That would be a wonderful chibi episode.
Rather than an actual.
And then she could actually have the signs. That would be amazing.
And then she could do the yada yada, and then we could finally have a JoJo's reference in RWBY. That would be amazing. All right,
and
guys,
we get to see Chibi Adam, which would be
perfect.
perfect.
My god, yes,
Chibi Adam.
This has gone too long, guys. Thank you so much for watching this reaction and discussion, sticking to the end of the video. If you want to see the next episode's reaction, the one that's on Rooster Teeth's thing there, that we'll be reacting to it. We do a timer-based reaction on Patreon only. That'll be up within about a day of this one going live on YouTube. So check out the link in the description below if you want to get into that. Also, any level of Patreon support gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us live about the episodes as they come out.
Crazy Ruby crackpot theories.
Yeah, get into the theories, get into discussion, analysis, and all that. And yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.